Have you ever thought, what makes something a resource? It's a simple question, but the answer can help us better understand our world and how we use the things around us. Everything around us is not a resource. Only useful things are called resources. Just because something exists does not mean it's a resource until we can use it for a purpose. A resource is anything that satisfies human needs. For example, water quenches our thirst, paper helps us write, and vehicles help us travel. If it helps us, it can be a resource. For something to become a resource, it must have utility. Utility means that it should be useful to someone. If no one finds it useful, it cannot be called a resource. A thing can only be a resource if it can be used with available technology. Even if something is useful, but we don't have the right technology to use it, it won't be a resource yet. It must also be economically possible to use. If something is too costly to obtain or use, it might not count as a resource at that time because people cannot afford to use it. For something to be a resource, it should also be acceptable to society. Some things might be useful or available, but if society does not accept their use, they are not resources. Resources can be natural, like water and air. These are gifts of nature that we use every day. They exist without human intervention and play an important role in our lives. Resources can also be human-made, like roads, buildings, and machines. These are things that humans have created using their knowledge and skills to make life easier and better. People and their skills are also resources. Human resources include our knowledge, health, and abilities. By using our skills wisely, we can create new things and solve problems. Resources change over time. What was not a resource in the past may become one in the future when technology improves. New technology creates new resources and changes the way we use old ones. Resources are important for development. They help in improving our life. The development of a country and the quality of life of its people depend on how well resources are used. Let's quickly revise. A resource is anything that can satisfy human needs. It needs to have utility and be usable with available technology. These are the basics of resources. We learned about types of resources: natural, human-made, and human resources. Knowing about resources helps us use them wisely and understand their importance in daily life and development. Question 1. What is a resource? Anything that can be used to satisfy human needs is called a resource. Question 2. What are the conditions for something to be a resource? A. It must have utility, be technologically accessible, economically feasible, and culturally acceptable. Next, we'll learn about the classification of resources.